Ah, there we go. So bend your, so I can see what you're doing.
I'm sanding,
You're just sanding. Yeah,
yeah,
those look great.
and
They're
working on
a lot smoother than mine.
getting the front bill and that better.
This part I keep saying that, but I don't do it.
So what are you gonna do with your daughter? Go up north maybe, or you don't
You
know,
know,
or
I'm tempted. I am tempted to take her to Traverse City because it's not far from, it's like an hour more further north from where she is.
oh
But
yeah, that's
I have
nice.
to I have to talk to her because often on her breaks so far, she has wanted only to decompress. You know, she likes to come home because one of the things I didn't realize, and it didn't bother me when I was in college, was she has absolutely zero alone time. She's always, her roommate is just like her as far as sleeping habits and behaviors. And so her roommate's always in the room too.
Oh,
So she has no time alone at all. And she can't find a quiet spot to be alone. So when she gets off, in fact, last year she would come home just for a weekend, just to be, and she would go in her room and I wouldn't see her for 12 hours. You know, just,
yeah,
so it may be she will need that, but I'd still like to do things, you know, during the day with her or after I just want to be open so that I
yeah.
can take, even if it's local, to just go out and do things with her and give her a real break for a change besides just holding up in her room. Barry, we can't see you and you're on mute as well. There you are.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello.
So I'm going to play it by ear. Plus, I think most of the stuff I wanted her to see in Traverse City will be gone by October because it's right chilly there, I think. When I went, it was the middle of summer and there was just tons. I couldn't believe how many artists were had little shops and stands along the street. You know, I didn't realize Traverse City was such an artist community, but it really is. And so I thought she would like it, you know, being an artist herself.
Yeah, we've been there before, and sometimes you can't even find a parking spot. It doesn't seem like, and other times
Yeah.
you can. I don't know.
I was fortunate. Number one, my dad's cousin, cousin, nephew, I guess it was his nephew, um, had a cabin on a lake only about 30 minutes outside of Traverse City. And so we were able to stay there because when I called to get a hotel, they wanted 450 a night. And that was like a Motel 6. I'm not kidding you.
Oh wow,
450 for a Motel 6 or a Motel
That's
8.
nuts.
So it was crazy. Um,
it must cost a lot to leave that light on for you, huh?
no, I think what it is Traverse City only has like 3 months to make any money. So they just triple costs or so, I don't know, but I was flabbergasted. I was like, really? The cheapest hotel I could find. And that wasn't even downtown, you know, that was like on the way there. It was 450 for a Motel 6 or Motel 8, you know, like a really just a dive. Anyhow, uh, we got lucky because my dad's nephew had the cabin, said, no, come stay at the cabin. And it was very rustic, but it was on a beautiful lake, just a beautiful very shallow. I think they said it was only like 6 feet deep all the way across.
Oh, wow.
But it was really pretty. And then we were there for a memorial for my dad's step half sister. And they held it at a hotel. The tallest building in downtown Traverse City is this hotel, which is only like 4 stories high. And it was built, before they made the ordinance that nobody could build that high because it's right on Lake Michigan.
So they want to still see the views and stuff.
I
They
guess so,
don't block
because
the views.
it was literally the tallest building anywhere, and it was only 4 stories, and we were on the top floor. So I had parking because I was part of this group, so we were parking in that hotel, and it was like what, a block from Boardwalk or 2 blocks. It was right there. So, but I fell in love with Trevor. I was just amazed at all the artwork I saw. I was like, wow, I would never have thought Traverse City would have thought of an art, community. But indeed, there were quite a few. And I gotta take Katie. But as I said, we need to wait and see because she's pulling some crazy hours already. It's only like 3rd weekend. So I'm a little concerned about her. Well, her mental well-being. She may need to just chill and do nothing,
Yeah, I could understand that.
I mean, she worked like that even when she was in high school, but not to that degree. Now she's doing something she's passionate about too and feels like she has to excel at. So she is just killing it. It's really strange how things change because, her brother was so mean to her all the time growing up. I mean, really mean. And now he's mad at her because he calls her and she won't return her. Or she'll text and say, I'll call you in a little bit, and then doesn't call. How things change.
Yeah, my sister and I used to fight like cats and dogs growing up.
It wasn't
I
even
was
fighting.
probably a big instigator of it too, I suppose, to tell you the truth.
I think. Were you the oldest or was your sister?
I'm 6 years older than she is, so
And you still fought with her? You should have been like taking care of her. You're 6 years older. Mine were 2 years apart, which I did on purpose. But it failed, fail. I failed. They both hated it.
well, I don't know. Maybe I was used to all the attention or something. I don't know.
Oh, well, that makes sense. You
I
were an
don't know.
only child for 6 years, and then all of a sudden here comes this girl who encroaches on your territory. Another position has opened up at Delano's work, and he's encouraging me to take it, but this time I would be working 11 to 7, which is not much better than what I'm doing. I'd still miss those, hours when you can join clubs and during the week, and I'd have to work Saturdays. So I'm like, a little less appealing now. Basically, it's his hours. He's given up his hours for a more 9 to 5 deal.
Oh, he's got seniority, so he goes.
Seniority, so you get to choose. Yeah. Which I thought he liked his hours, but I guess he's tired of them. And it was hard, like during the summer when we had events, he was missing things during the Saturday during the day he was working. I missed a lot of family events because of that.
Yeah, I worked retail for 40 years and I missed a lot of events and stuff.
I bet you did. I mean, I guess technically I'm retail, but I got the sweet spot of the Monday through Friday. No holidays. I get paid holidays. Everybody hates us because we get paid holidays. Well, they have to work, on Labor Day. Did you have to work on Labor Day? Or did you have those days off? Seems like pharmacy's closed on those days, right?
No, it was like years ago, it used to be nice. They were closed all the holidays, and then
Yeah.
like anything else, the only time they close is like Christmas Day or something.
Wow. And that was with Walgreens, did you say, or who was it?
Rite Aid,
Rite Aid.
Kroger, Kmart.
Well, our Rite Aid was going out of business, but now I hear they're not. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I've heard about it. And I've noticed they list some of the stores in the paper. We read the paper online. And some of the stores that I worked at are closing or being closed or something. I don't know.
But now they're saying they somehow got bailed out or something. They're staying in business, but not the one in Oxford. In Oxford. Which one did you work at?
I worked at Kmart on Cass Elizabeth and M59 for a long time,
Kmart.
and Kroger and in Davisburg. There, I worked there for a while, and then when I moved to Rite Aid, it was up in the Flint area. I liked that because it was going the opposite traffic direction.
Yeah. That's become a big
Everybody
deal
in the
to me.
morning's going south, and I was going north, so I
Other
was
way.
in trouble.
How long did it take you to get to work? Because you lived around here, didn't you?
Yeah, about 35 minutes or something like that.
Nice. What made you decide to switch over to Rite Aid?
It was kind of like they wanted me to be more vocal, and be more of a manager. And I'm more of an Indian than a manager or a chief. And, as long as, we got told we got like 80 hours of help in the pharmacy, with the technicians or something.
Mm-hmm.
And, we figured out when we needed the help, and as long as they could divvy it up themselves, that's one less thing that I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't approve of that, but they wanted the pharmacist to write the schedule, but other stores were doing it, so I don't know.
So you were like, no, I just want to be a pharmacist. I don't want to get into management.
Yeah. Just fill my prescriptions and go home. Not worry about all those headaches.
I used to think I can't imagine being a pharmacist or a doctor because the pressure would be too much on me. That if you make one mistake, somebody could die, and I make a lot of mistakes, as you well know. So yeah, I steer very clear of all that. How many years of school did you have to do to become a pharmacist? Isn't that a lot?
When we went, it was 5 years, but now it's 6.
Yeah.
But we got a bachelor's degree in pharmacy. They get a doctorate now. So
In 6. Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, you had 5. You had a bachelor's plus if you went 5 years, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But
It didn't
for
count.
pharmacy, it was just a bachelor's, or that's what you got, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I sure wish I had a tool to dig that out. Probably do somewhere. All right, Michelle, you gotta quit messing around here. Go further. Barry, you're being awfully quiet. You getting a lot done while we're sitting here kibitzing.
Yeah, I'm just painting away.
What color scheme are you using? Obviously
But
white.
yeah, I'm using white now. I use black around the
Oh,
eyes
yeah.
and then I put umber, um burnt umber, I think, and over the black here, and then gray and then white. And I was gonna do the black and then the burnt umber um over the feathers back here, but I decided because the wood underneath shows a little bit, the black alone worked. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with black, it's kind of hard to go thin enough not to cover everything, right?
yeah,
Wow, it's really taking shape. You've done a lot. Well, did you start last night, even though you didn't have it with you? You pulled a page
no,
out?
nope. I started today.
Wow, you've done a lot. I feel like I have done nothing here. I can't remember the technique I used to get this effect on the other side, so I'm punching it again. Made up some technique and now I'm trying to recreate it, and it was 2 weeks ago now. I forgot, didn't I? Just about time to break out the either sandpaper or Dremel, or maybe both. So the last thing, oh, I still have to do the nostrils. God, I'm so far behind. That's right, I had to redo this whole thing. That's why. I wish I had an owl. I probably do. Is it owl or an owl? AWL.
Oh,
AW, right?
yeah, yep.
I think that's what I need for this. Make a
Is that
hole.
like a ice pick thing or something? Comes
Yeah,
to a point.
yeah, I want to do that for the nostrils. I guess I could just use a tiny little drill. Get the nostril started, and then I can open it up a little. I guess I should look at my picture and get my, I forget what that thing's called again. The nostril piece and the beak. Remember, I had to take it off because I had to fix this. Now
Yeah,
I'm back to This beak, the beak is still the original width. The tip of the beak is, but the rest isn't. So it looks like this. What's that bird that has that dongle at the end of its beak? Is it a dodo or something? It
Yeah.
looks funny. It looks funny. All right, let me break out the Dremel. Excuse me. Gonna put myself on mute here because I'm gonna be making a lot of noise with my Dremel.
All right.
Where is it? Guys, we're down to the last minute and a half of this session. And look, cleans up pretty well.
Yeah,
But I still have a lot to carve. Gotta do his nostrils and finish the beak. And
Okay. It's getting
it's
there.
gonna be a while. And I accidentally took my gouge marks out. I
Did
got
you?
carried away. Yeah, I got carried away. Ziggy, stop. All right, then. That's our time for session 2. And I will see you back here at, all right, 10 minutes would be 45 to the hour. All right.
Okay.
No, that's only 10 minutes. I'm messing up. 40 plus 10 would be 55 at 5 minutes to the hour. That gives us 15 minutes. All right.
All right.
All
Yeah.
right.
okay.
See you then.
See you then.